Hello everyone and welcome. So I had a little extra time today and I realized that over the last several months I've accumulated more stuff. So it also seems like you guys really enjoy these videos, and more importantly than anything else, it kind of gives me like a video inventory and lets me know what I have going forward. So welcome everyone to the continuation, the update of my game collection. Let's do it. Only way we know how. So let's start with the 16-bit stuff. This is something I just got recently. I think it was about a week ago. This is King of the Monsters 2, which was originally made by SNK for their Neo Geo systems in the 90s. And this was actually, it's got that Takara logo. Takara is a company that ported all of the SNK arcade games to the Super Nintendo. So you like your Fatal Furies, your Samurai Showdowns, all that Takara logo on there. So I haven't had a chance to pop this in. I played it a long time ago. Excited. I'm going to try it out soon. Got it at Game Exchange, which a lot of the stuff either came from Game Exchange or Play and Trade, the stores that I like to go to. So King of the Monsters 2. Looking forward to trying it out. Here's something interesting. The Wizard of Oz, Super Nintendo. Haven't had a chance to pop it in yet. I heard it's terrible. So, I kind of like terrible things sometimes. Sometimes things are terrible. They're actually good things. So we'll see. It's got a sticker on the back. Video Unlimited. Avoid extreme temperatures and please rewind. Not sure how you rewind a cartridge. And it's from Airway Heights, Washington. So this thing made its way across the world and across the country and who knows where. So it's probably filthy. I should probably wash my hands after touching it. Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday. And there is actually a playthrough of this up on my channel. This was the Halloween special game on Drummer Presents. So check that out. It's part of Games the Series. If you'd like to check out this very interesting game, Porky Pig, please do so. Very trippy game. It's kind of like running through an acid trip of sorts. I think he took drugs and that's the whole basis of the game. I don't know. Spawn, Todd McFarlane's Spawn was huge in the 90s. It's kind of crazy to think how big Spawn was and how people really aren't as interested as they used to be. Spawn was like the #1 comic and a movie, a whole line of action figures, and of course, if you're going to have all those things, you're also going to have a video game. So this is Spawn for the Super Nintendo. It's not the best game ever, but I kind of dig it, so that's now part of my collection. The Jungle Book, based on the classic Disney movie. Disney had some really good games in the 90s, actually. Jungle Book, and then there was like the ones at Capcom, like Aladdin, and Lion King's also good. So it's another one of those. I actually got this at Play and Trade, but Play and Trade, not in my area, but at New York Comic Con, they had a whole booth set up. So that's where I got this one, and it's pretty good. Great graphics, a lot of great animation in those old Disney games. Let's do some Genesis action. Everybody loves the Genesis. Jurassic Park. Yeah, you can play as the man, you can play as the dinosaur. Genesis version, a little bit better. A little more violent than the Super Nintendo version, a lot of people say. So, just like that out the Genesis. Got the Sega logo right there in the back. There you are. Eat some people and all that. Here's one of the games I was just talking about, Lion King. So, that was also made by Virgin Games, as well as Jungle Book. Based off the, of course, 1994 classic movie. I'm a big fan of it. You've probably seen the poster in my home, and also gone many things talking about it and all that. So, there you are. Here it is, WWF Royal Rumble. See right on the cover there, you got Hulk Hogan, Razor Ramon, you got the Macho Man Randy Savage, rest in peace, Undertaker, and at that time, the narcissist Lex Luger. Best thing about this game is listening to the theme music. They took the actual theme music from all the wrestlers and turned it into like 16-bit tracks, you know, and it sounds really great. You will be seeing this game soon. Not on my channel, though. It's going to be in someone else's channel in a video that's got a number involved in it, and it starts with the letter P. So look for that soon. Yeah. Let's say hype things up. Let's move on here. I have another Genesis game buried under here. This one's in the box. This is Jordan versus Bird. Michael Jordan and Larry Bird had this whole line of commercials. I think it was for like McDonald's or something, where they would like play like a game of horse, and then they actually turned it into a game, which is pretty cool. And it was $1.95. EA Sports. Let's check this out. I'll show you something here. So this is EA Sports cartridge for the Genesis, as you can see here. It's bigger. It's got this weird yellow thing. It's completely different than any Genesis cartridge that any other company put out at the time. And I believe the storyline behind that is, for some reason, EA never got the Genesis development kit from Sega. I don't know if they weren't supposed to have it, they were unlicensed, that's one of the rumors, or there's some kind of mess up, they just didn't receive one. So they actually, in order to make their games, they had to reverse engineer the Genesis, and they kind of came up with like a different cartridge, because they had to basically build it on their own. So, it's kind of strange. I'm trying to look at the text back here. Do not immerse in water. Do not use this cartridge except with Sega Genesis or compatible systems. So, you can't go sticking that just anywhere, you know. Careful where you stick things, kids. It's the law of the land here. Okay. So, Nintendo 64 game there. Mario Kart. No, this is not Mario Kart. This is, of course, Diddy Kong Racing, which features characters from the Donkey Kong universe, which is kind of odd because Donkey Kong's in Mario Kart, so because worlds are kind of colliding there. But Nintendo 64 had this game back then. I don't know what happened to it, so I bought it, I think like 2 months ago, at Game Exchange. It's not just straight up race cars. It's racing, but you have other vehicles like planes, boats, and things like that, and also have like a big more of a story mode where you have to like drive across this map and get different missions and stuff like that. So it was a cool game, man. It's really rare. You see the rare sticker right there, and I kind of missed it, so we picked it up. It looks like someone wrote all over the top of it. That's why Diddy Kong's eyes are kind of bluish. Someone took a marker to it, desecrated the face of Diddy Kong. Crazy. Let's do a little PS3. Pick this one up at Play and Trade. This is Ninja Gaiden Sigma. I'm sorry, I can't speak for some reason. And it's the original Ninja Gaiden that was put on originally on the Xbox, the original Xbox. I just said original like 15 times. And I had it back then. I loved the game, so I was like, I feel like playing it again. I also had Ninja Gaiden Black. Then this one came out. It was like the third version of that game. And I think there's another one coming out for the 3DS, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a great game, so I was like, what the hell? And I don't really like these greatest hits packaging, where it's like different red, and the PS2 had like the different graphic on there. But, I'm getting a little more lenient in my old age, so I'm like, all right, I'll roll with the red. It's not a big deal to me, as much as it used to be as a collector, but we'll see. It's more to play than to collect and all that stuff. And then, of course, I have the mighty Uncharted 3, which I really enjoyed. I actually talked about a lot of these games, also these Xbox ones we're going to get to on the show. Check out the show episode 12, where I gave a review of pretty much all these games that came out during the 2011 holiday season. So this is one of the games I really thought was great. A lot of people said it wasn't as good as the second one. I thought it was just as good. I believe that people felt that way because it wasn't like the awesome jump that was, from 1 to 2, or 2 to 3 was more like a straight line, but still an awesome, great game. And there it is, part of my collection forever, Uncharted 3. The Wii. Got a couple Wii titles. Wii's kind of running that Steam a little bit. We're heading towards the Wii U, or whatever they're going to possibly change the name to. So I don't know if I'll be getting any more Wii games. But let's see here. Picked up Twilight Princess because I never had it, which is actually really good. I like how Nintendo's doing this Nintendo Selects thing now, where they have some games that are reduced price. I'd love to get Mario Kart. I'd love to get some of the other titles that are still $50 or full price after years of being out. Like, I don't understand why Mario Kart is full price when it's like 3-4 years old at this point. So that's kind of odd. But some of the games they are reducing, so I was able to get this for $20. And there's a whole line of Nintendo Wii games that are now $20 that are all great games, like Paper Mario and all that stuff. So look into it. And then, of course, Skyward Sword, which I think is really good. I have not been able to play as much of it as I've liked to because I've been busy with things. But I'm going to eventually finish it out. I like the cover. I didn't get the one with the controller. It's kind of a bummer, but I don't know. The important thing is I got the game. I could play it and enjoy it. It's also got the soundtrack, which I think is amazing. I know the Zelda Symphony is on tour. I think they did LA and Dallas. If they ever come to New York, I will be going. So, Nintendo Symphony, please come. Miyamoto, call me up, brother. Alright, so the Xbox 360 games. So we got the most of here. Started out with Assassin's Creed Revelations. Love the Assassin's Creed series. I've talked about that in previous videos, even on the previous game collection videos. I thought it was really good. I really dug it. Again, if you want my review for a lot of this stuff, more in-depth review, check out the show. I believe it was episode 12 of the show, where I went through a lot of this stuff, like, with a lot of detail. So, there it is. King of Fighters 13. It's got like the heaviest box. I think it's one disc. There's one disc, the book is huge, which is a good thing. So a lot of these books, they screw you over. It's like, an ad for Cheetos and a black and white picture of a dude in the game. But this game is really good. I love the graphic style. I love how it's basically a King of Fighters game from the 90s really brought into today. Graphically, it's just taking those graphics, making them HD, making them pretty, and then bringing them in today. Where Street Fighter 4 is basically like taking the old Street Fighter games and then turning them into like Toy Story characters, where they have like these really bizarre looking, computer graphics, 3D looking claymation effect to their bodies and faces. But this game's got that hand-drawn in HD. It's awesome. I really like the game. So, again, I get to play it as much as I'd like to because I got a million things going on right now, but I dig it. Dead Rising 2 off the record. A lot of people kind of put this game down saying, it's the same game again as Dead Rising 2. How could they do that to us? These jerks. But it's just good fun. I mean, I love the series. The series is great fun. These are one of those games that I'll hold on to because, if one of my friends or something, want to play for, a half hour or something one night, and we can, play a little bit and talk and chill out, then this is the game that's, very casual game that's perfect for that kind of thing, so I hold on to it, and I really love the series, and wait for more Dead Rising. And there was actually a playthrough of that up on all the channels, with me and DSP playing that. Batman Arkham City, it's the best superhero game ever. I'm sure you've played it, I'm sure you've read the reviews, you don't really need to hear me talk about it. You got Catwoman doing a little pose for you right there, I'm sure you like that. Awesome game. Hold on to it for a long time, and maybe even go back and do some side stuff. I did a lot of it. Got to get that Calendar Man achievement. You can't mess with the Xbox, change the clock. You got to do it the right way. So Easter's coming, all these different holidays. Get to spend them with Batman. Ignore my own family and spend it with Batman. That's the idea. Sonic Generations. I think the game is awesome. It's the best Sonic game in a long time as an old school Sonic fan. I think it's awesome. A lot of people were upset. Why did they choose, this level from that terrible Sonic game? Blah, blah, blah. But they've turned those levels into good levels now. So I think it's an awesome game. I really loved it. and it was only $50 instead of 60, which is always nice. Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, some of the best games ever. Got Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3. Those are probably some of the best games ever. Peace Walker, I love. Probably one of the best portable games ever made now. You can play on your TV, on your Xbox, on your PS3. Before people go completely insane, how could you buy Metal Gear on the Xbox? What is wrong with you? I'm going to kill you. Hopefully no one says that. Here's the thing. I play games, casually with my friends, after people get out of school, after work, whatever, weekday nights for an hour here, 2 hours there. And what we like to do is we go into the party, the Xbox Live party, so people can play games together, or people could be playing a different game, or someone could be just on the dashboard doing something in their house, on their computer or whatever, and you can all kind of just talk. So that's why we all got it for the Xbox, so we can enjoy it like that. And that's pretty much the reason. So, say what you will. I don't think it was much different on the Xbox compared to the PS3. It's it's the same kind of thing. They had to port the games over, and that's that. So I thought it was really good. Really love all the games, and it's great. NBA 2K12. I love the series. I haven't been playing much of it simply because my team, which is the New York Knicks, they're not doing very well, and why should I help them win in the video game world when they won't win for me in the real world? It's kind of a sick thing to say, but I don't know, if they were doing better, I'd be more excited about the NBA in general, and I'd probably be playing a lot more, but I'm going to hold on to it, and I'll do some stuff with it in the, when we get to the playoffs and sim stuff and all that. And I love the sports games now, how they can update the rosters. I remember sitting there doing it myself. As a kid, I'd want an accurate roster, so I'd have to print out all the team rosters and then manually trade everyone, and all. It was annoying. So now they do it for you, and it's great. And the 2K series is really cool. So. And then we got WWE12, which I'm currently pretty obsessed with this game. I have downloaded 50 wrestlers from all over the place. New Japan, All Japan, Ring of Honor, TNA, Mexico, wherever they are, Dragon Gate USA, wherever they are, I've got them. I've got a bunch of rings, 50 rings from everything, there ever was. And I love that aspect of it, the whole customization, the community creations thing, when it works correctly, is just great. So, it adds a whole new dimension to the game. I've actually never even played, on this game, I never played the storyline modes, because I just get so wrapped up in doing my own stuff and downloading characters and doing dream matches and whatever, that I never really even got to it, So that's it for the last several months. We'll probably do this again in a couple months. I'm hoping that soon I will be able to play some of these games and put them up on my channel. I'm sure you guys might enjoy that. So that's the plan right now. And thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you next time here at my game collection. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.